Think of a memory you are certain about. A childhood moment. A conversation with someone you love. The day something important happened to you. You can see it clearly. You can feel it. You are sure it happened exactly the way you remember it. You are wrong. Not because you are lying, not because your memory is weak, but because memory does not work the way you think it does. And the science behind this is one of the most unsettling discoveries in the history of psychology. Most people think of memory like a video recording. You experience something, the brain saves it, and later you press play and watch it back. This model is completely wrong. Memory is not storage. Memory is reconstruction. Every single time you remember something, your brain rebuilds that memory from scratch, using fragments, filling gaps with assumptions, and updating the memory based on everything you now know and feel. You are not playing back a recording. You are writing a new version of the story every time you remember it. This phenomenon is called false memory, and it is not rare. It is not a disorder. It is a feature of how human memory works. Loftus conducted over 200 studies across her career. Her consistent finding was this: memories can be altered, implanted, and distorted by suggestion, by leading questions, by the simple passage of time. In one study, participants watched footage of a car accident. One group was asked how fast the cars were going when they hit each other. Another group was asked how fast the cars were going when they smashed into each other. The second group reported significantly higher speeds, and 1 week later, they were more likely to falsely remember seeing broken glass in the footage. There was no broken glass. A single word changed what they remembered seeing. The implications of this go far beyond psychology experiments. Eyewitness testimony is the most trusted form of evidence in criminal trials around the world. Someone looked the perpetrator in the eye. They are certain. They remember clearly. But the Innocence Project, an organization that uses DNA evidence to review wrongful convictions, has found that in over 70% of cases, where convictions were later overturned, eyewitness misidentification was a contributing factor. People went to prison. Some spent decades there because a witness remembered something with complete confidence, and that confident memory was wrong. This is not a failure of individual people. This is how memory works for all of us. There is another layer to this that most people never consider. Every time you remember something, you do not just retrieve it, you change it. The act of remembering alters the memory itself. Neuroscientists call this reconsolidation. When a memory is recalled, it becomes temporarily unstable, open to modification. New information, new emotions, the current context you are in, all of it can be written into the memory before it is stored again. This means that the more you remember something, the less accurate it becomes. The memories you have revisited most often, the stories you tell about yourself, the defining moments of your life, those are the ones that have been rewritten the most times. There is a concept called the misinformation effect. If you experience an event and then later receive incorrect information about it, through a news report, a conversation, a leading question, That incorrect information can overwrite what you originally experienced. You will remember the false version, not as something you were told, as something you saw. Loftus demonstrated this repeatedly. Participants who were exposed to misleading post-event information consistently incorporated that information into their memory of the original event, with no awareness that anything had changed. Your memories are not just influenced by what happened. They are influenced by everything that happened after. So what does this mean for how you understand yourself? The story of your life, the version you carry in your head, is not a documentary. It is something closer to a novel that has been edited and rewritten every time you have thought about it. The person you believe you were at 7 years old, the conversation that changed everything, the moment you decided who you are. All of it has been reconstructed, revised, and updated countless times. This does not mean your past is meaningless. It means the relationship between memory and identity is far more complicated than we assume. You are not remembering who you were. You are constructing who you were based on who you are now. The next time you are certain about a memory, pause. Not to doubt yourself into paralysis, but to hold that certainty a little more loosely. The brain that is remembering right now is the same brain that rewrites, reconstructs, and revises every time it revisits the past. Your memories feel true. They feel vivid. They feel like yours. But they have been edited by time, by emotion, by everything that came after. You are not remembering the past. You are building it. Mystic Matrix. Science-based exploration of the human mind. Subscribe for more.